Welcome, dear traveler, to Earth with Nature, a quiet, reflective corner of the cosmos where curiosity meets calm, and every question becomes an invitation to wonder. Tonight, let us settle into a gentle rhythm of thought and imagination as we embark on a journey not just through space, but through the deep corridors of possibility. You might be lying beneath a softly glowing lamp, or listening beneath the hush of a starlit sky. Wherever you are, take a moment to breathe, slowly, deeply, and allow your mind to drift like a feather on a cosmic breeze. Because tonight we explore one of the grandest and most comforting questions ever asked. Is Earth truly unique? Or is it one of many homes scattered across the vastness of space? Imagine Earth from a distance, not from the window of a plane or even a satellite, but from light years away. A blue marble, suspended in a sea of black, wrapped in clouds and whispers of wind. To us, this world is familiar. It holds every memory we've ever had. But from afar, it's just one world among countless others. And here's where the story gets truly fascinating. In the last few decades, astronomers have discovered that planets, once thought rare, are astonishingly common. Thanks to the precision of space telescopes like Kepler and TESS, we now know that nearly every star in the sky has planets dancing around it. Some of these worlds are scorched gas giants hugging their stars too tightly. Others are icy wanderers adrift in the deep cold. But among them, we're beginning to find Earth-like planets, rocky, temperate, and possibly holding the delicate ingredients for life. These are the exoplanet mysteries that stretch our imagination, worlds that whisper to us across the void with the possibility of oceans beneath alien skies, or rain falling on continents no one has ever seen. What might it feel like to stand on one of those distant shores? To breathe air shaped by another sun? These are not just fantasies. They are questions driven by data, by planetary science facts that grow more compelling each year. And so we must ask, is Earth a singular miracle, or simply one voice in a cosmic chorus of life? Let's climb a little further. Consider the tools we now wield. Spectrometers that can read the fingerprints of atmospheres light years away. Radio telescopes that listen for signals, intentional or not, from the stars. Artificial intelligence scouring petabytes of cosmic data, searching for patterns no human eye could catch. Through these eyes of technology, we are not just looking outward, we are listening, wondering, hoping. And yet, amid all this advancement, there's a profound humility. Because every discovery reminds us how much we don't yet know. For instance, the habitable zone, often called the Goldilocks zone, is where a planet is not too hot, not too cold, but just right for liquid water. But as we learn more, we're beginning to suspect that life might not need our Goldilocks conditions at all. On Earth, we find life in sulfuric acid pools, in the crushing dark beneath the ocean floor, even in clouds. So what if the universe is more generous than we imagined? What if life is not the exception, but the expectation? From the methane lakes of Titan to the icy crust of Europa, even within our own solar system, Nature teases us with places that could harbor life. And if that's true, then what becomes of our understanding of home, of ourselves? Are we the lonely child of a quiet universe, or part of a vast, interconnected family of worlds, each shaped by its own story and sky? As you listen, let your thoughts drift. Picture a world where the sky is green from copper clouds, or where twin suns cast dancing shadows in opposite directions. Imagine a civilization that measures time by the rise and fall of magnetic tides. These ideas might sound like science fiction, but they are rooted in the very real diversity of physics and chemistry. The laws of the universe, as we've quietly explored in past sessions, are consistent, but the outcomes they shape can be wildly different. That's the beauty of cosmic wonder. It's not just about stars and galaxies. It's about what they might nurture. And here's a quiet truth. Even if we never find another Earth, the fact that we can ask these questions, that we want to know, is a reflection of something deeply human. A desire not just to survive, but to understand, to reach, connect. And perhaps that longing alone is evidence that we are made for more than isolation. Perhaps it is the echo of a universe that is not silent, but waiting. So take this moment to reflect. Where are you listening from tonight? What time is it in your corner of the earth? Let us know in the comments. I find it beautiful that as we talk about other worlds, we are also gathering here. Each of us, part of a shared global experience. A community of quiet minds, wandering together beneath the same stars. If this journey has stirred something in you, I invite you to like this video, subscribe for more gentle explorations, and share your thoughts below. What would you ask a being from another world? What do you think makes Earth feel like home? Because the more we wonder together, the more the universe begins to feel like a place we belong. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and remember, no matter how far we look, the laws of nature, the patterns of life, and the pull of wonder are all part of the same beautiful story. From all of us at Earth with Nature, thank you for being a part of this quiet unfolding. As we linger in this shared space of wonder, let us dive deeper into the tapestry of the cosmos, threading our thoughts through the intricate possibilities of life beyond our pale blue dot. Picture the vastness of the Milky Way alone, our galactic neighborhood, home to hundreds of billions of stars, each potentially cradling its own family of planets. If even a fraction of those stars host worlds in their habitable zones, the numbers become staggering, almost incomprehensible. Scientists estimate there could be billions of Earth-like planets just in our galaxy, each a potential stage for the drama of life to unfold in ways we can scarcely imagine. Consider the chemistry of life as we know it. Carbon, water, and a delicate balance of temperature. But what if life elsewhere is built on silicon instead of carbon, thriving in environments of liquid methane rather than water? What if, on some distant world, beings exist not as flesh and bone, but as energy patterns woven into magnetic fields, or as crystalline structures that grow and think beneath alien suns? These ideas stretch the boundaries of biology as we understand it, Yet they are grounded in the fundamental adaptability of nature, a force that has proven time and again on Earth that it can carve out existence in the most unlikely of places. From the extremophiles in Earth's volcanic vents to the tardigrades surviving the vacuum of space, life here whispers to us that the universe might be far more creative than our textbooks dare to suggest. And if that creativity extends across the cosmos, then every star we see could be a lantern illuminating a story of life we've yet to read. Imagine the first contact with such a world, not through a handshake, but through a signal, a flicker of light, or a pattern in radio waves that says, "We are here." What would that moment mean to us? Would it redefine what it means to be human, to be alive, to be part of something greater? The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, through projects like SETI, isn't just about finding others. It's about finding ourselves reflected in the vast mirror of the universe. It's about understanding whether our loneliness is a quirk of circumstance or a fundamental truth. And as we ponder this, let us also consider the ethical weight of our search. If we do find life, how do we approach it? With curiosity or with caution? Do we have a responsibility to protect these distant worlds from our own history of exploitation, or do we risk repeating the mistakes of our past on a cosmic scale? These are not just scientific questions but moral ones, rooted in the very essence of who we are as a species. The laws of physics may be universal, but the choices we make in the face of discovery are distinctly ours. So let your mind wander through these possibilities. Picture a planet where life has evolved not to compete, but to cooperate in perfect symbiosis, where ecosystems hum with a harmony we can only dream of. Or envision a world where life has reached a technological apex, sending out signals not of desperation, but of invitation, waiting for someone, perhaps us, to answer. These thoughts are not idle daydreams. They are the seeds of a future we are actively shaping with every telescope we point to the sky, every equation we solve, every question we dare to ask. The data we gather from exoplanet surveys, like the atmospheric compositions detected by the James Webb Space Telescope, brings us closer to these answers with every passing year. We are learning to read the chemical signatures of distant atmospheres for hints of biosignatures, gases like oxygen or methane that might suggest life. But even beyond the hard science, there is a poetry in this pursuit, a longing that transcends numbers and charts. It's the same longing that drove ancient humans to look up at the stars and weave myths of gods and heroes into the night sky. It's the same impulse that compels us now to send messages into the void, like the golden records aboard the Voyager spacecraft, carrying the sounds of Earth, whale songs, laughter, Beethoven, into the infinite dark. These acts are not just scientific. They are profoundly human, a testament to our need to be heard, to be remembered, to belong to something larger than ourselves. And as we continue this journey, let us hold space for the unknown, for the possibility that life might not look or sound like anything we expect. Perhaps it exists on timescales so slow or fast that we cannot perceive it, or in dimensions beyond our grasp. Perhaps it is not life as we define it at all, but something entirely new, a form of existence that challenges the very language we use to describe it. This is the beauty of cosmic exploration. It humbles us, not by making us small, but by showing us how much room there is to grow. It reminds us that every answer we find only opens the door to 1,000 more questions, each one a step deeper into the mystery. So as you sit beneath your own patch of sky tonight, whether it's painted with the glow of city lights or the quiet shimmer of distant stars, let yourself feel the weight and the wonder of this search. Let yourself imagine the first whisper of contact, the first sign that we are not alone. What would you say to a being from another world? What would you ask? How would you share the story of Earth? Not just its oceans and mountains, but its hopes, its fears, its dreams. These reflections are not just exercises in imagination. They are a way of preparing ourselves for a future that might be closer than we think. They are a way of reminding ourselves that no matter how far we reach, the journey always begins and ends with us, with our curiosity, our compassion, our capacity to wonder. So let us keep looking, keep listening, keep asking, because in doing so, we are not just searching for other worlds. We are searching for the fullest expression of our own. And in that search, we might just find that the universe in all its vastness has been waiting for us all along, ready to welcome us into a story far older and grander than we ever dared to dream. Let this thought linger as you gaze upward, as you feel the quiet pulse of the night around you, as you remember that every star, every planet, every possibility is part of the same intricate, interconnected web, a web that holds us too in its gentle embrace. Now, let us turn inward for a moment, grounding ourselves in the reality of our own world while keeping the cosmic horizon in view, for it is from this familiar soil that all our dreams of distant shores take root. Earth, with its restless oceans and whispering forests, is not just a planet. It is a living archive of stories, a testament to the resilience and creativity of life over billions of years. Every grain of sand, every blade of grass, every fleeting cloud is the result of a cosmic choreography that began with the Big Bang and continues to unfold in the quiet corners of our daily lives. As we ponder the uniqueness of Earth, let us also marvel at the sheer improbability of our existence here. The precise distance from our Sun, the protective embrace of our magnetic field, the stabilizing dance with our Moon. All these factors conspired to create a world where liquid water could pool, where atmospheres could nurture, where life could spark and evolve into the staggering diversity we see today. But is this recipe truly one of a kind, or is it merely one variation of a universal formula? Planetary scientists speak of super-Earths and mini-Neptunes, worlds that blur the lines between familiar categories, suggesting that the conditions for habitability might be far more flexible than we once believed. What if Earth is not the pinnacle of habitability, but just one expression of it, a single note in a symphony of possible worlds? Imagine a planet slightly larger than ours, with thicker gravity, where life evolves to soar through dense, misty skies rather than walk on solid ground. Or a smaller world, where lower gravity allows for towering, delicate structures, both natural and perhaps constructed, that defy our understanding of architecture. These are not just fanciful thoughts. They are informed by the growing catalog of exoplanets, over 5,000 confirmed as of now, each with its own unique signature of mass, orbit, and composition. The diversity of these worlds challenges us to rethink what home might mean, not just for us, but for life itself. And as we expand our definitions, we must also confront the fragility of our own home. Earth, for all its beauty, is vulnerable, subject to the whims of climate, asteroids, and our own actions. If we are to search for other worlds, should we not first ensure the survival of this one? This duality, looking outward while caring inward, is the heart of our cosmic journey. It's a reminder that exploration is not just about discovery, but about responsibility, about stewardship, about recognizing that the same curiosity that drives us to the stars must also drive us to protect the only home we've ever known. Let us imagine, then, a future where we've not only found other Earths but have learned from them, learned how to heal our own planet, how to live in balance, how to see ourselves as part of a larger cosmic ecosystem. Perhaps on a distant world, life has mastered renewable energy not out of necessity, but out of harmony with its environment, offering us a blueprint for sustainability. Or maybe another civilization has faced and overcome the same existential threats we grapple with, sending us a message of hope across the light years. These possibilities are not just dreams. They are potential lifelines, woven into the fabric of a universe that might be more interconnected than we realize. And as we sit with these thoughts, let us also consider the cultural and philosophical implications of finding another Earth. How would it change our art, our religions, our sense of identity? Would it unite us as a species, or fracture us further as we debate who gets to speak for humanity? These are questions without easy answers, but they are worth asking, worth holding in the quiet spaces of our minds as we navigate this uncharted territory. So let your imagination paint these futures, dear traveler. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a new world, looking back at Earth as a distant speck, feeling both the thrill of discovery and the ache of homesickness. Or envision a day when children learn not just about Earth's history, but about the histories of other worlds, their languages and cultures as familiar as our own. These visions are not far-fetched. They are the logical extension of the path we're already on, a path paved by every scientist, every dreamer, every quiet mind that has ever looked up and wondered. And as we walk this path, let us carry with us a sense of gratitude for Earth, for its stubborn beauty, for the way it has held us through every triumph and tragedy. Let us remember that no matter how many worlds we find, this one will always be the first, the one that taught us how to live, how to love, how to ask the big questions. So as you rest beneath your own sky tonight, whether it's a blanket of clouds or a canvas of stars, let yourself feel the weight of this dual existence, rooted here yet reaching there. Let yourself dream of other Earths, but also of this one renewed and cherished. Share in the comments what makes Earth feel like home to you, what you would miss most if you ever left, or what you hope we might learn from another world. Because in sharing these reflections, We weave a tapestry of human experience that is as vast and varied as the cosmos itself. And in that sharing we remind ourselves that no matter where we go, no matter how far we travel, the journey is always about connection. Connection to each other, to our planet, to the stars, and to the endless, unfolding story of life. Let this thought be your companion as you drift into the quiet of the night, as you feel the gentle rhythm of your own breath mirroring the pulse of the universe, as you remember that in every question, every wonder, every hope, we are all part of the same boundless, beautiful whole.